politics. So Mayweather, this guy went on CNN and they asked him about the current president of the United States, Donald Trump. And this guy, he says, "Hey, Donald Trump's the best president we ever had." Do you agree with that?
Yeah, shit. Listen, I don't really, I don't really like to get into the shit because of how passionate people are about it. But this is the first time I see a president said they're gonna do something, and straight out the gate, I even had a ball like that versus Cali Smooth. Straight out the gate, he doing what he said he was gonna do. I don't see the problem. So I mean, yeah, I would have to agree with him for now. We'll have to see how long it go, how long Trump keep this up. He
uh,
might put reverse Uno on our ass. We never know.
I know. I wanted to ask you this question though, man, because obviously you're black, and why do when it's something related to Trump, and when a black person supports them or certain things like that, why people always goes against that? Like, why do the black culture always go against that? Be like, why
Because
are you?
because the media trained them to believe that Donald Trump is a racist. And when you use the word racist, don't nobody feel more entitled to it or on the other end of it than black people. Because I remember before, I don't want to say before I got woke, but before I started to pay attention to things, I remember making a post like, "Oh, something I hate Donald Trump, something." One of my homeboys was like, "But why?" I'm like, "He's a racist. Like he be saying racist shit about black people." He was like, "Where?" I'm like, "Well, they said it on the internet." He like, "But did you see it?" I'm like, "No." And I was like, "Oh, did you?" Why do I feel so passionate about this? I didn't even see it with my own eyes. So I think that's why, and a lot of us, we still old school in spirit because we raised by like our grandmothers and shit like that, and they believe everything the news say. They still believe that the news is telling the truth, that the newspaper is telling the truth, that you can go to these places and get facts. So in the newspapers and in the news, they paint Donald Trump a certain way. So if you're not really paying attention to what's going on, you're going to fall for it. So that's why.
Mm. So definitely Floyd, definitely one of my favorite athletes of all time. One of my favorite boxers of all time. I just love the way he presents himself. The dude's about business, always about money. Trump is the same way. I don't have a problem with what Floyd said, and I actually agree with him because same thing that you said. Everything that Trump has said that he was gonna do, he has done it. He's talk about the ice with the border. He brought that to life. He talked about
Got to
the
that immediately.
he mentioned about the DEI, about as far as the job situation. If you want to know more about the DEI situation, about it's not basically the hiring process. You don't have to hire somebody because of their race. You could hire them because they're the best. It's the best position available. He did something about
And
the
look,
trans.
not to cut you off, but stuff like that. You see, people would take that and tell black people, oh, that means they taking black jobs away. No, that's not what happened. It just means that there's no racial limits on like certain businesses before. You have to have a certain amount of black people. Now that's just going to where, oh, I have to have black people. You get what I'm saying? So it gets annoying, but yeah, shit like the DEI has nothing to do specifically with black people. That just means you get your job based on your skill and based on the job. It does not based on the color of your skin. That sounds like equality to me.
Yep, and like I said, Trump has done so far. He's just got in office right now, and he's already making a lot of changes right now. No, you look at there's the person that was the last president of the United States, which was Joe Biden. It wasn't really any much changes when he stepped into office. Trump came in and he says, "Yo, I'm gonna make some changes, and you guys gonna have to deal with this." And I like that though. I like a president that's honest, even though people may hate him. He stands for what he believes in, and he means what he says.
Right.
But yeah, man. So definitely shout out to Floyd. Don't have a problem with anything that he said regarding that. But we moving on over to our our very next topic for tonight. So there's actually a huge event coming up this weekend. It is the